Hello. So we are going to now choose to betray K and go from there and see where that takes us. Because last time it didn't go so well when we decided to ally with
30
him.
seconds.
Okay, so let's see if I can skip. No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
10 seconds.
Yep, we
9,
know.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I apologize for any slurping. I have some seaweed soup here for lunch.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Little seaweed and rice.
Results
It's tasty.
will be displayed. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
So I think that was the question last time, was if we betrayed, would everyone else ally?
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Okay. So Phi and Dio betray, ally, and betray. Ah. But now Quark has 9. Interesting. Yeah, so Phi and Dio. Yeah, okay. So the only people who actually gained anything was Quark and Tenmyoji, which is fine because Tenmyoji was on the brink anyways. So you picked Betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose Ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not going to let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately.
Yes, you did.
I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
That is a lie. Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
Then you do not trust me.
For all the right reasons, clearly. Well...
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
Says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me. Puffy Cheetos of happiness, oh my gosh.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
So cute. The honesty is refreshing, but that's not really the brightest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh? You just picked Ally out of 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that? There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP. Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose Betray.
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That
True.
brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
We can't find him
Well,
yet.
if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Well, we don't even know where he is right now, so... Whoa. Nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
I don't think you do.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Well, the thing is, though, if everyone were to ally immediately in every single round of the Ambidex game, then probably everyone could get out at the same time. But because people weren't doing that, it's unlikely that the combination would have to be really weird. Like certain people would have to betray, certain people have to ally. It's a hot mess now. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means we can play the AB game over and over again.
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh,
In Warehouse B.
you found them already?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the Floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went.
Well, they were white. Who knows if they're white now? And how would Quark have gotten even through them?
The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yes. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. In 1 hour. We still got... Where's time to take a bite? We still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah, looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
Ugh, fine, okay.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
Huh,
You say something?
I would agree.
What color are you?
I'm a green solo.
Okay.
What's with the Psy?
Forget about it.
What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pair, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well.
They're yellow
Both
pair.
of them are yellow pairs.
Then what color is Quark?
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
Okay. But solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the Floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here.
Okay.
Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
When it's probably you, but either
The
way.
guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
That's true too.
What are you getting at, old man?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Oof. Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 people your participants halfway through?
Then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
It's possible. I mean, yeah, it's a massive place. I can't see why it wouldn't be.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
He's not wrong.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take
No,
Dio.
thank you, Fi, for being the martyr.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway.
True.
No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Oh
Would you
yeah?
prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right, Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
And so we have yellow and green. Yeah. Once we're all done, let's meet in the Floor B warehouse, all right?
Got it.
See you later then.
Okay. So we're looking for Quark. Because he's vanished. Alright, so we went through the yellow door. We're at the infirmary. Nothing. 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 There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there
There
is
is someone here. Yeah.
Technically, at
The
least.
dead body.
The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed farthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have just fooled most people into thinking she was just sleeping. The blood had dried and darkened and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch, huh? I don't know, it just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some... Oh, of course. Why didn't I see it sooner? One of our bracelets. This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing the bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant, just like
Are you
us.
sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
That's kind of what it sounds like. Okay, is something wrong?
Oh, no. Nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing. And none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
That is weird. Then that means they've been holding on to this the whole time. They probably still
That
got
would
it.
seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you
After
saying?
killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, it
Interesting.
makes sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes,
And you're telling me they're probably wearing it?
correct. Do you remember what
That
Zero
makes sense.
Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I
Yes.
don't recall the exact words, but in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it,
That makes sense. But how would they have put it back
so
on?
that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
Well, if that's the case, I would want to see a world where she was a participant. But why would someone do that?
I have no idea.
Why does my mind immediately go to Dio?
Certainly they must have a goal of some sort.
Because he's an asshole. Everyone
You would
else
have
is
to be mad
somewhat
to choose
decent.
to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
Oh, that's right, because this time around we haven't found the bombs. There are bombs afoot. That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Something? Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding.
We had that luminol
The killer
spray.
would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes.
But the luminol spray that we used in the last room would be able to show where blood
Have
was.
you discovered something?
Yes. Yeah. See? Got it. Got it. I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it, there should still be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work.
Yeah, for sure.
We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
First, we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B, meet up with everyone else.
Shall we go then?
This is always the longest part, and I'm gonna complain every single time that it happens. How we get that cut screen of moving across buildings? Just tell me where I've moved to. But maybe they weren't used to making like this this highly digitalized game, I guess, compared to the first one. I don't know. Okay, what was behind the green door? We didn't even go through the green door. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay. There's 3 doors here too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door to the right first. I don't even know where that would lead us. Golem Bay? What's that? Looks very much like the submarine room in the first game. Huh? What's this
It
room?
looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out the far end, alright?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay, how's it going over there? Kay, can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
That looks like something that appeared to be a safe, like we get in the other rooms.
Yes.
It's empty. Was there something in there
No,
before?
it was empty when I found it.
Was
Yes.
it? Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
And I was thinking.
Okay.
Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Oh, hold on. Okay, who would have opened the safe? Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center.
True.
The nameplate on the store says this is the Golem Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go in
I
here?
believe that is the case, which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
That is a valid point. Well, there's no point in thinking about it. We should get back.
Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep. Let's get moving then. The treatment center. So this is where the pods were. So in the other timeline, we were going to put Quark and Alice in there to slow the progression of Radical 9. Or Radical 6? I don't know, can't remember.
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are the 2 rooms on either side of the green door
An
open?
excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden or small holes he might have escaped through. Jellyfish. Huh. Is he in one of these pods? Huh. What are
They
these?
must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Well, there's Quark. Quark. And his bracelet's gone? Oh no, his bracelet. Oh, it's got. Oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive.
What a relief.
But where's his bracelet?
I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought could have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What?
I
Why?
had no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too? Well, even if he did, we don't have any way of knowing why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he
How
got?
would I know that?
I don't know.
In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
I agree. Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him,
No.
or...
I believe it would be best to leave Quark here.
I agree.
As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The
Yes.
treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close
Oh.
the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yes. Sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can you open that thing on his
He'll
own?
be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So
Okay.
long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
Okay, but if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see? I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse.
Yes.
I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. Oof. Well, we found him. We don't know why his bracelet's gone or where it even went. Because how can they go through the next set of doors without his bracelet? Right?
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him.
Well, and our resident nurse, Luna, is dead, so...
Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
There kind of is. Yeah, I'll explain after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different
Two?
rooms?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know, where there's that intersection with the 3 Oh my god, with the 3 doors. Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went through the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door? What
Yeah.
was in there?
Nothing
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows? Come on, where are they?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
No.
Well, let's get it over with.
Are we going to the rec room? Yeah, I knew it.
This is the rec room.
Sure
Dio
is.
and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
I need water.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over to the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out. Hold on, my thing is in the way. Moved to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in, just to make it fair. Good idea. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my wrist and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. I don't see anything glowing. Phi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of
That
course.
leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time
Why
for
do I have
this.
to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for. But you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights!
I have Kay, who can probably force you. As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him.
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us leapt at Dio. Oh, shit. I knew it. His bracelet's glowing. That means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand! This is all some kind of... a mistake! Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist. Shit.
So the person
was
with
right,
the bloody
though.
bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. Yeah, this... Oof, we've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well...
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Oh, shit. Why?
Are you Zero?
No.
Zero wouldn't have to kill anyone to get their bracelet.
I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do what?
Who gave you this order?
This turned out... This took a turn.
Die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Oh, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
True.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
Tie his arms behind his back, because then he wouldn't be able to do stuff. Where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the
Oh my
treatment
god.
pods.
But how are they going to get through the doors, the chromatic doors?
Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! Told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this!
Yes, we can.
Stop!
We have a guy in a giant metal suit. I think we can
Stop.
do whatever the hell we want.
Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Well, it's better than killing him, I guess. Kind of. I want to see where we are on the flowchart. But it's not letting me look at the menu right now. Okay.
Open this fucking thing!
He's
I
locked in?
said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
Ugh! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They
That's
may
not a
have
bad
already
idea.
returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
Soup time. It is still warm. I hope they're not dead. Well, they're not here. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh man. Now we've got to go looking for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
Hopefully like 20 minutes. 50. Okay, that's not bad.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
True. Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh yeah.
Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Well, and the thing is, his heart rate is so slow and so almost non-existent. Maybe his bracelet came off anyways. Maybe it was like a trick
I
thing.
see. That's not good.
No,
Without
no, it
that
is not.
bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
Mm-hmm. What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no. You wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door?
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the Cyan pair.
Who's the cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
They can't. The timer... No, they can't. That's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
yet. How?
I don't know.
Yeah, that does not
But
seem
it's happened
likely.
before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open.
True.
Perhaps this is the same thing.
That... I don't know. That's a little suspicious. But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
I don't know
Could they
about that.
really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still just all speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright?
Okay, hold on. I want to see where we is. Oh, we still have a ways to go. Okay.
Oh. And don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course. Yes, ma'am. I have a bad feeling that they're dead. But to who killed them, I couldn't tell you. So this is where they probably should have gone. Maybe? This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
Well, looks pretty empty. Looks like
When
they're
we
not
started
here.
looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though.
Very
Let's
well.
head upstairs. Okay, elevator up. Another soup break. Hum nom nom. Alright, let's go. The red door and the magenta door, yeah? The lounge. Okay, we know this place pretty well, I would say. It's where we mixed all those drinks. But I'm not seeing anybody. No one's here either, huh? Temioji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask.
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I kind of forgot you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyways? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Really? What did you remember?
My father.
Huh. When Dad, you remember that? Did it just pop out of nowhere?
Please,
What?
don't joke. This is serious.
Okay. Sorry. So you remember who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh, so your dad raised you. Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Okay, why does he have a Zero Junior bunny?
He was the only person who worked there.
Oh, look at the
which
baby
meant he was
Quark.
the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
Oh. He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We develop body language to communicate with others and no one else to communicate with. I suppose it makes sense. Yeah. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as a part of a family, and in several... hold on. My time clock is in the way. So I cannot read. Okay. I mentioned a mother as a part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. For the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I just remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. Oh, and look at that beat-up bunny. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human had told her to. When I was told my father that he looked surprised for the first time in my life, then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she were a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I'd still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was just programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. Oh my god. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. Oh god, this is going on and on and on and on. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I had ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. Why in my mind do I come back to Junpei and June, or Kane? I don't know. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. I was going to eat with others, she said. I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I'd sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while, every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He's specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away, and I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, bright, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. That looks like that old woman, does it not? Huh. Maybe that's why he was staring at her. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. Oh no. Water break. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to their death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately, but he refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. Oh shit. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had there been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she showed me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family. That was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. Pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was potential future to me? It's what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Wow. That was deep. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
Agreed. So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct. Especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
But how much time do we have left before the doors? Okay, take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji
I'm
myself.
sorry. Thank you.
It's okay. Kay lowered himself heavily into the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I better get moving then. Wow, that was a lot, but that definitely was the old woman. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Fi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the
You
lounge.
decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Is he gone? I would not be surprised if he was gone.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a
Is he
bit.
alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week old sock.
That's nice. Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I tried and figured out any of it, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? What was Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not
I'm
it.
just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. Knocking. You heard that, right?
Yeah, came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look. Okay, where are we going?
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator.
Try hitting that button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
True. So it was downstairs.
Thought so.
Let's go. This is getting weird. But at least Kay is remembering stuff, I guess. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just check that green door.
Why the green door?
Because retreat center's there. That's really
Ah, true. So...
You are worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
Okay. Valid. They're fine. Tenmyoji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they're hurt. Quark or Dio. Think they'd hurt Quark.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the only woman, but he still says he didn't kill Alice and Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
I just want to know they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. Treatment center. And we still don't know where Quark's bracelet is. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. Quark? He's still there. There's Quark, sound asleep.
Yeah, you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Let's open his. He's dead. And his bracelet is gone. Well, his bracelet fell off. What the hell? It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look.
Oxygen level 0% status dead.
Oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Then that means he suffocated.
Someone
But
must
why?
have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look. You should be okay about this. Come on. Look.
Let's go. Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. I can only think that it was Kay who killed Dio because he killed the old woman, and if the old woman was his mother figure, that's a problem. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay, wake up. Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
He explained about how he found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
Why? I thought Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice Luna. Then killed him if he was the murderer.
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
So Quark.
What? No, that's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, possibility.
Okay.
So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Alright.
Well, in that case, I hate to say it, but does that mean that you could have done it?
Yes, she could have. Because she was alone in the
You could have done it in
floor B. Yeah, that is true.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up.
Yeah, you say that, but there's no proof.
Then I went up to Sig in front of the lounge.
But I feel like I can trust Fi. She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see.
We'd heard.
So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything.
Oh.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
We have 7 minutes.
Alright, let's get back to the warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
But where is Dio's bracelet?
Is what?
You didn't take it. Dio was with solo. Fine, are there agenda there?
You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to secondary door.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
You go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair bracelets. Yep.
Without these, you would be stuck.
Well, thank you, Kay. That's very sweet of you.
Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Nothing. Shit. They're not here.
Did go door like Casey said.
Why? How? With Quark's bracelet? Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I've got it enough from Dio. You've got to be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Lay off. I want to believe they're alive too. But
Yeah. But we heard a noise and turned. Okay.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but that's not just see it. This is what I found Dio's pod.
What?
It shattered. What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
Why? But why? There's no
I can't
point.
say for sure, but if I was to guess,
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remaining until chromatic doors close.
with the bracelet bracelet like this. I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means he's hanging on me.
No, no, shit. You're gonna. They're gonna die. So everyone but us is gonna die.
Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke bracelet.
I think so. It makes no sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right?
Yes.
You'll be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just.
Fuck that. You know, I can't just ditch you guys like that. You think I don't know that? But what kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Ah, god damn it. This was bad. What was I gonna do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... We're gonna get a flashback? No? Game over? To be continued. Fuck. That means we didn't experience something that could have saved them yet. Okay. Sure. Yes. Okay. So yeah, so we ended here because we don't have the other information. Okay. So next time, we will go back up here and choose a different door. Probably the red door, I think. Oh shit, no, not what I wanted. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.